ensnared, weakened, waiting to be devoured. She watched helplessly as a spider's web followed suit. With nothing left, she returns to Elysian graves to deliver the same. For vengeance eclipses corruption in the blood of a hunter. Hello everyone, GPA049 here, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Metroid Prime 3 Corruption in the Metroid Prime Marathon Series, episode number 63. A short detour back to Skytown Elysia to obtain the Spider Ball. Because we are starting to weave our own web to ensnare our enemies the same way that FaZe has done to our comrades. May their names never be forgotten, and their souls rest in peace. Come up with your own fan theories as much as you want, because these hunters are never going to return. Once you're a victim of corruption, or Phazon, or basically a tool to be used by Dark Samus, if you fall victim to any of that, it's game over. And Samus is extremely close to that herself. So, we need to go all the way back to the main entrance of Skytown Elysia and go to that one spot, well, the one circular spot, which we have just arrived to, actually. How convenient. And go to the area that has the grapple voltage gate, which was blocked off earlier, but now we can open it up. Holographic projector is tied into Skytown's main network. AU-217's image is displayed. Oh god, that does not look like AU-217 at all. That looks like AU-313 from the GFS Valhalla. I'm not quite sure if that was unintentional foreshadowing or not, because there is no way in hell that that's supposed to be the Aurora Unit 217. That's literally 313. The game is outright lying to you by saying that it's 217 when it doesn't look like 217 at all. So that's propaganda if I've ever seen it. This right over here, which can't be scanned, that's a space pirate face. Which suggests that the space pirates are still in control of Skytown Elysia. And you're right, they are. But our power is beyond control. Alright, it's not this way, but there is a missile expansion that I missed out on, so, at least I think it's located over here. Yeah, it is right over here. I believe I forgot all about this missile expansion earlier, so, oops. Yep, gosh darn it. Militia controls, don't mess me up. There we go. And I don't think there's any need for me to, like, go all the way back to, this spot in Skytown Elysia, but, I will activate this device just in case if I ever need to use it again. So just skip right through this. It doesn't really matter. All right, with that out of the way, let's continue on. I have no idea what those devices are supposed to be on the inside. Lies, lies, and more lies. How dare you lie to me. Alright, this way. What is through here? Let's find out. Gate is blocking zipline access. Energy lock is low on power and requires more to unlock. Alright, let's give it some power. And I'm pretty sure it actually is possible to kill yourself if you don't have enough energy to, like, power up the device. Oh yeah, and this zipline cable is beyond repair. Even the aerial repair drones can't fix it. So what we need to do is obtain the spider ball. which is located right over here, actually. With a very interesting puzzle involved, too. Interesting of how it's red. Alright. Drain the energy from this. Drain the energy from this over here. Provides energy barrier with power. Drain energy to lower shield. Let's get this roll, I think. Energy barrier is being fed power via nearby terminal. Lower shield access tunnel. There we go. No longer with power. Alright. Let's go. Welcome to the main brain of the location to acquire the spider ball. Energy grid currently offline. Activation of surrounding nodes will restore grid power. Power nodes offline. Hit all targets simultaneously to restore power to them. Oops. Energy lock is active. Connection of energy grid are present. I just want to locate those other three pieces of Elysian lore. This is supposed to be the last one over here, though, because I missed out on like the first two you know, earlier. But this right here is supposed to be the very last one that concludes the Elysian Chronicle. Protective barrier in place. Restore room operations to release barrier. Here's a gear. Fallen gear appears immovable. Cannot get enough leverage to pull from this angle. Let's restore power to the place first before doing anything. Red again. Gear can be pulled from this angle. May be possible to return the gear to its original location, which also, for whatever reason, defies the laws of gravity when it is launched into the air. These gears have stopped function and missing section is needed to resume operations. That is not even close to how gravity should work. And there we go. Activate those pistons, release the barrier, and reveal the spider ball from within. The Chozo's final offering to us. Gear system is active and operational despite its age. It is functioning normally. Scans indicate this Chozo Elder statue was sculpted 1013.81 years ago. Let's not pick this up yet. Let's go read this first. Defeat. The 2 weeks following the seed's impact were disastrous. Like the Aurora unit, we too were infected with a Phazon-based virus. The spreading corruption consumed many of us, putting us under space pirate control. It was not long before only a handful of us remained. During this time, there was but a moment that we received aid. Gore, the hunter dispatched by the Federation, arrived here to restore the Aurora unit. Our hope quickly vanished, as he too was corrupted by Phazon and lost his own will. He now leads the assault on the remaining survivors, taking more and more of the station over with each passing day. There is no hope left for us. Soon we too will be among the enemy forces. The last of us now stand before the brink of our history's end, silently waiting out our final hours. I am Elysian, descendant of both the Chozo and the First. I am facing the last moments of my life and transferring my memory to the data pod. Making me tear up every time I read that. Because the sad thing is, there's no evidence of the Elysians ever being on Skytown, except for the data bots. We don't know what they looked like. We never we will never know what they were, you know, built to be. We don't know their form. We don't know if they were robots, if they were, you know, replicas of Chozo or anything like that. We don't know if they were the Tin Bots. We were close. Samus was extremely close to seeing the Elysians on Skytown. But she was hours too late. The evidence was most likely just thrown off the edge by Gore and the space pirates. With these little data bots, everything has been saved. But at a severe cost of there ever being a civilization. Let's carry it on in their stead. Don't know if I use that properly, but whatever. You know what I mean. We have acquired the spider ball, and now we are about to weave our own web for our enemies to fall in, the same way that they did to us. Spider ball online. Press and hold Z when in morph ball mode to attach the spider ball tracks. Alright. Now please enter the way for me. Alright. There is a missile expansion that is located right down here. But normally, this is supposed to be a, an exit. Fuck. I'm not quite sure if that's supposed to, if those chunks of debris are supposed to, stay there, or I'm supposed to... Yeah, that's the reason why. I was supposed to, like, climb up the spider ball track normally. Get rid of him because he's clearly in the way of our path. One of the very few moments in the game where the repair drones are actually depicted as hazards in this part of the puzzle. And strangely, they have health energy units for us to pick up. Oh shit! It's a good thing I discovered this little trick. There we go. Make it go by a little bit more faster, but not too much, unfortunately. Though it is really, really fascinating to like climb all the way up to like the very bottom of one of the station's engines of Skytown. I really like that detail. I really do. I hear a whirring sound, but I have no idea where it's coming from. Oh, wait, never mind. It's on the opposite side here. Yeah, of course, I knew it. What the hell? What the hell? Where'd you go? Where'd the little dude go? The little dude just vanished. He just like, he just offed himself and just tossed himself off the cliff because like, what's the point of living? What does any of that matter? None of this matters. And in the meantime, we'll just get out of here. Make this easier for myself. There we go. Teleport back to the main spot of where I just fell off. Use the boost ability to rapidly propel the spider ball away from magnetic rails. Just like from Prime 2. But made it more streamlined and a lot more functional. No need to revisit that area anymore. So only there is a little memento for us to examine however we see fit. If you want to see it normally, or just examine it in our logbook. Nothing else remains in there. Only a missile expansion and the spider ball. And one other piece of lore. Alright. So now... Not quite sure if I can, like, scan this spider ball track, but I'll see. Yeah, I can. Okay. Research. Spider ball track. Magnetic rail system is powered and active. All right. Morpho mode, press and hold Z when close to a magnetic rail. Use this to move the ball along the track. Release Z to disengage from the track. Using a bomb will briefly disengage the morph ball from the track. And it's no longer considered a warning because Prime 2 made it sound like it is extremely dangerous and you should really be careful when you're busy toying around with your other utilities in morph ball. And I'm pretty sure this game has the longest morph ball. Oh shit! This game has the longest spider ball track in the series. Longest spider ball track in the trilogy. It's somewhere in this game. I need to, you know, refamiliarize myself with each location before I can like remember and feel how long each track is. But this one is pretty long. Because for one thing, it has not one, but 2 expansions to acquire. 1 more energy tank and a ship missile expansion. You know, those... Yeah, you know, those items that exist for some reason. You only use it in like 5 areas. Fun time. Whee! Hurry up, take care of that. Move us apart. Opposite side here. Actually, it only had 1 item. Get out of here, 313 influencer. They have shields? Okay. Logbook doesn't tell you that they are impervious to missile-based weaponry. Because when you fuck around and find out, they just they just propel them back. All right, through here. Let me see if I remember right. This is the one with the distant platforms, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. All right, now I can go through here. The help of the screw attack. This. Oh no! How the fuck could I possibly forget about these godforsakenly annoying enemies? You thought Resbets were bad? You thought that the fission Metroids were bad? Holy bejesus. The Phazoids are so much fucking worse, in my honest to God opinion. They are everything that you do not want to have to deal with for a Metroid enemy. Phazoids. Corporeal Phazon energy that is vulnerable to Phazon-based attacks. Phazoids are masses of Phazon energy that form after a Leviathan has been destroyed. Why? I have no idea. But I was assuming that once you destroy the Leviathan seed, Phazon will just stop producing and just eventually die out. Nope! They come back in the form of these motherfuckers. And I hate them. I severely hate the Phazoids so much. They still retain a small bit of sentience and are mindlessly aggressive. The only way to damage a Phazoid is by attacking it with Phazon-based attacks. However, this has a side effect of causing the creature to split into 2 smaller forms. Once the Phazoid is split small enough, it will simply fly at a target and detonate on contact. It is said that some Phazoids may split into a rare, crimson-colored form. Yep, in other words, they're like the fission Metroids, but worse. So much fucking worse. Especially in a game that doesn't have the fucking power bombs. Oh, God. Oh, no! Oh my God, are you fucking serious? Just want to scan the stupid red phasoid. Red phasoid, rare strain of corporeal energy, vulnerable to phazon-based attacks. Red phasoids, like their more common siblings, can only be damaged with phazon-based weaponry. They are wildly aggressive while splitting into smaller forms when attacked. The reddish appearance is the result of an unstable energy core, an uncommon mutation that occurs when a phasoid is formed. Overloading their core with phazon energy will destroy them, causing them to yield a rare item. And that rare item is the same one that you obtain after defeating a boss. Why? I have no fucking clue. These things are basically depicted as mini-bosses. Once you destroy them, you get a gold credit. And there it is right there. Gold credit. Congratulations, you defeated the most annoying enemy in the game. Red Phasoid defeated. Who fucking cares? It doesn't fucking matter. No one fucking likes Phasoids. Alright. This is the lower entry that we were originally supposed to scan first before defeat. That and another one that I completely forgot what it was, but it's out of reach. Invader. We watched as Alicia fell victim to the meteor's corruption, its phazon beginning to consume her. High above the noxious surface, we continued to collect data on the object. It was not long before we met a new enemy. Space pirates, hostile alien life forms and sworn enemies of the Federation, entered the station and attacked. The pirate forces struck swiftly, their numbers and weapons dwarfing our own. After their initial assault, they began construction of a massive energy shield around the meteor. They referred to the fallen object as a seed and quickly built the protective barrier. Any resistance they met from us was crushed, and the massive shield was built without interruption. Our attention then turned to the pirates themselves. If we could not stop them through combat, perhaps there was another way. Our studies quickly yielded unexpected results. All of the space pirates were corrupted with phazon, but unlike other life forms, they were actually being sustained by it. This phazon kept them alive, and it appeared to control their minds with a will of its own. And all that was going on when their communication with the Federation were broken. Only they were the harbingers of the knowledge that could have prevented this disaster from ever occurring if it was given to us sooner. If Aurora Unit 217 was not corrupted by phazon, the Valhalla incident would never have occurred.
This is Admiral Dane. I've ordered the Federation fleet to walk to the pirate homeworld and begin the invasion. I think it's time we took the fight to them. We'll contact you when we're ready to commence our assault.
It's always nice to hear from Admiral Dane. He's such a Chad, you gotta love him. Because other than the Aurora units and Admiral Dane, you practically have no one else. Wait, I just realized. Everyone that remains in the Metroid Prime 3 Corruption are all on the GFS Olympus. Nowhere else. Nowhere in Brio. Practically no one on Norian. No one on Alicia. Except 217, because he's... But right now he's in stasis. And, stupidly enough, obviously, no one... unnurtured us. I was gonna say the Pirate Homeworld, but I'm just more... I'm more keen to call it that from now on, because it sounds more... Because it sounds way smoother and satisfying on the tongue. And no one can blame me for doing that. Really, they can't. What in the hell is that supposed to be over there? Something that's obviously connected to one of those Spire engines over there, of course. What else? Alright. Alright, now that we got... wait a second, I'm going the wrong way, I think. Yeah, that was the wrong way. Oops. Let me see if I remember right. The Federation landing site is on the east, which is right over there. Oh, that's right. I think it was this way, I believe. Yep, right this way. That's right. Alright, so let me make this quick. Oh, yeah. Another thing about the phasoids. In my Metroid Prime 3 Corruption No Hyper Mode challenge, you're not allowed to fight them. You're supposed to ignore them, which is easier said than fucking done. I don't recommend it, but if you're willing to do it, knock yourself out. I will not stop you. Where the frick was it? Yeah, right behind me. This way. Alright, so I am supposed to go back over here after all. Oh, yeah, and that's right. In the area of where we have fought the defense drone, when we go back to there, it is currently taken territory by a steam lord. And right, and in that same room, there is an energy cell that we need. Even fucking hyper missiles? Are you dead ass? That's absurd. Alright. Open up. Oh, for fuck's sake! Nope. Okay. Activate this. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's on. Right, all the way up over here, just to get that final piece of lore. That's it. Oh yeah, and a missile expansion. Barely made it there. All right. All right. Phase on. First was phase on, then invader, and then defeat. 1 week after we had lost communication with the Aurora unit, we witnessed the living planet strike again. It sent forth several stellar objects, one aimed directly for us. It streaked through the clouds of Elysia, destroying a large portion of our home, ultimately striking the distant core below. Soon, our sensors detected the presence of strange energy. Our readings matched with the Federation's data. This was the same toxin that corrupted countless other planets and our creator's world. The galactic scourge called Phazon. They witnessed everything fall before them, and there was nothing they could do but watch as it ended. Kenji Yamamoto, you expressed the story and atmosphere of this place so perfectly. I don't know how you did it. National treasure he is. Okay. Luckily, now that we have the X-ray visor, the Steam Lord is now a complete joke to us. We no longer have to deal with its invisible bullshit because we can now see through his dirty tricks. Hi there. Goodbye. Haha. What, no Steam Lord destroyed prompt that just showed up? Nope, nothing. All right, let's go supply power to these devices here and obtain the last energy cell in Planet Elysia. I believe it is. I forget. Turbine has been overloaded. It is no longer providing power to the nearby lock mechanism. But what is this energy cell being used for exactly? I don't know. Pull up, please. There we go. 5 energy cells. All right. Oh, it just turned off the turbines for some reason. All right, this place is completely dead empty to us. Let's get out of here. No need to like be combat ready when you're in front of a door there, Samus. It's not going to hurt you. But it's like, oh, she'll never know. It too might be a victim of Phazon. It'll like refuse to open for the rest of the fucking game. I call that a bug. Phazon is bug. And Samus is the bug fixer. Because who else is gonna go clean up all this? Who else is gonna go clean up all these damages? No one. Alright. I'm gonna go double check to make sure if I did get every piece of lore in Skytown Elysia. Let me check. Okay. Lore. Skytown data, 12 out of 12. Alright, we got everything. Still missing a little bit more from Brio, but next thing we're gonna do is go back to Norian and acquire some items there. Which I will not waste any more time doing so. And there we go, we've arrived. I'm gonna go enter the ship. Alright. We've acquired the spider ball. And now to put it to good effect. Actually, not really good effect, but well, I only need the spider ball to like get one simple item, and it's not anywhere in like the depths of Norian, in the place of where Rundus took care of business in, or anything like that. No, it's just in like one of the landing sites, and it's just in like the northern landing site of Norian, and you know, tucked in a corner. That's a little bit easy to miss if you're not paying attention to your surroundings and whatnot. But yeah. So Norian may feel like it has nothing else of value to it ever since that you've cleared the mission to destroy the Leviathan Sea before it impacts the surface of the planet. Well, you'd be wrong, because as soon as you come back and actually explore the area that was originally inaccessible, for unknown reasons, Rundus was the only one that was capable to restore the generator in restore generator B back online. And once you enter there, you will discover on the stuff that he had to deal with and or ignore because it was too annoying for him to deal with. Okay, maybe it wasn't an area for me to like use a spider ball. It might have been in a different spot altogether, but no. Got that. I'm pretty sure there's another one. Okay, I know for a fact somewhere in Planet Norian that there is a spider ball track that I can use. The spider ball track somewhere in like one of the landing sites that has a spider ball track for me to climb up and obtain another missile expansion. I just can't remember where it was. Oh, there, sir.
Welcome back, Samus. We're in the middle of major repairs due to the pirate attack, so excuse the mess. We're in the middle of major repairs due to the pirate attack, so excuse the mess.
That sounds like a retake when you talk to him again. And this is all that we have when it comes to like feeling the energy of the GFS Olympus. It always feels like to me that you're on the GFS Olympus because of all the Galactic Federation Marines and the way that everything is built to like look like it.
I'm busy right now. Can we talk later?
Also, we can harass him as many times, and we can harass the people as much as we want without suffering the deadly consequences this time, because there is no Aurora unit to like yell in our ear every time, so that's cool.
Good day, Samus. You may want to rethink heading into this section of the facility. The area beyond this door is overrun with spent phason from the initial pirate invasion. The locking mechanism was damaged and is currently inoperable. It is scheduled for repairs, but considering what's on the other side, I'm not surprised the welding engineers haven't gotten around to fixing it yet. The welding engineers haven't gotten around to fixing this door yet.
Well, we're the only ones capable of doing it, so let us tackle fear head on and eliminate the threat, or what remains of it. I always get confused with where that's going. All right, there we go. Door's open. No going back. Circuit board repaired. All connections restored. Door is now operational. And now we have some phazon ambience to listen to while we're here. Piping system is extended. Unable to enter maintenance tunnel. Locate an alternate route. Oh, there's a missile expansion over here, so let's go snag it. There's good old memories of what we had to experience beforehand in the Norian invasion. Good old feelings of I don't know, crisis nostalgia. There is no alternate route. It's the only way. It's the only way we can like retract that device. Piping system is retracted, able to access maintenance tunnel. Unit will remain locked in place. Forget what's through here. Probably phazon grubs and liquid phazon, and a dead Federation soldier that is. Suffer the fate of phazon. Armor suit is covered with phazon-based energy burns. And his visor is flickering. Oh, new enemy. Liquid phazon. Spawns phazon grubs. Consumes phazon in any form. They look more like amoebas. Liquid phazon appears to be a semi-sentient glob of phazon. Their young are known as phazon grubs and eventually metamorph into their adult, or puddle, form. They exude a toxic chemical to protect themselves from predators. Contact with the substance can be deadly. They can alter their shape in a limited fashion, usually to avoid incoming attacks. Yep. That's fascinating to know. Liquid enemies. Let's go take care of them. Wherever they're going. This right here is our extermination route. So let's go clean up this disgusting, vile mess that Dark Samus and FaZe left behind. It is very hard to kill those enemies normally. System analysis complete. Power conduit is currently inactive. Start generator to energize conduit. What do you mean start what do you mean start what? Start generator? It's already it's already on. Did Run just somehow fake the process of like a, you know, turning back on the generator B or something? We got even more lore to read here. What is this? Olympus class battleship. Oh, we'd already read that before. But there's two new ones. Planet Brio. Alright. Federation scouts discovered the planet Brio 10 years ago. The planet's alignment makes most of its surface uninhabitable. 48% of the world is always exposed to the sun, with another 48% shrouded in permanent night. The remaining 4% lies in an equatorial ring of fertile jungle where the bulk of Brio's bioforms dwell. Fuel gel is common on Brio, which makes it extremely important to the Federation. The local bioforms are quite primitive, though there are ruins that indicate an advanced culture thrived on Brio in centuries past. And next one is Planet Elysia, I'm pretty sure. Skytown. Okay. Skytown is a network of advanced structures floating in the atmosphere of planet Elysia. Most of the base is dedicated to research, from a local to interstellar level. The powerful sensors of Skytown provides useful military intelligence data, along with research information. An Aurora unit analyzes the vast amount of data collected by the station. It is supported by the Elysians, a group of sentient mechanoids that live within the base. Might as well want to put an ED at the end there, because they once lived there. And that was during the time when the Galactic Federation actually knew of them and know what they look like. Do they have pictures of them somewhere in their backlog? No. Why would they want to have pictures of stuff? The screens always end up getting corrupted or hacked or destroyed, early on. Early on the procedure of collecting data anyway, so what's the point? Trying to recollect data is trying to revive the fucking Internet Archive. Good fucking luck. Unit transfers information from the Federation's databanks to all nearby access terminals. I don't even understand the full story behind why Internet Archive was destroyed. All that data, all those images and memories that people have made to vow to never be consumed or lost to the ends of time due to corporate greed and nonsense from other people doing inconspicuous bullshit 24/7 because they have nothing better to do with their lives. It's asinine. Anything like that is just fucking stupid. Another piece of lore over here, but there's more of FaZe's blood. A little bit too much of it, if you ask me, because we're gonna go see it. We're gonna go see it very soon at the end of the game. Oh yeah, and hopping Metroids that look more like side hoppers from the main series. And they look kind of cute too. Hopping Metroid uses razor-sharp talons in battle, susceptible to cold-based attacks. Radical mutation has removed the ability to fly from this strain of Metroid, but its vulnerability to cold remains. Subject now uses his powerful legs for locomotion. Legs contain sharp formations of phasite, which the creature uses to slice through enemy defenses. Maybe that's the next stage of the Phase-On Metroid quote-unquote life cycle. More like a lifeless cycle. No, a death cycle. That's what it is. So it goes from Talon Metroid, exposed to Phase-On, Phase-On Metroid, and then after a while, with mutation, it becomes a hopping Metroid. And you can clearly tell the resemblance of the Metroid Prime exoskeleton. This is the juvenile. It's got the same structure and it's got the same structure and everything. These are mini Metroid Primes, essentially. Ah, crap. Oh, shit. Yeah, the ones that enter hyper mode are a real bitch to deal with. Because they create shockwaves when they're... Because they create shockwaves when they jump. Oh my god, the fucking missiles in Metroid Prime Corruption are so ass. And there's more to deal with here. Oh my god, where did he even come from? Oh, come on. How in the hell was I aiming at that one over there? Alright, that's finally all of them. Familiar sound effect. I'm so glad they reused that. That juicy and satisfying and scrumptious sound effect of killing a sand digger from Prime 2. I don't understand the fucking... What the fuck? I don't understand these enemies. Where do I fire? Where do I shoot them? Can't lock onto them, you just have to fire at them until they eventually dissipate. Well, that's really helpful. Multi-lock blast shield, a simultaneous blast to all targets is required to disengage locks. Thankfully there's that much in here. Somewhere up here... Wait a second. How do I get up there? There's gotta be something I'm missing. Oh. What is this? Monitors are used to display info of any ships currently landing here. They appear to be offline. Terminals are used to access info of ships at this landing site. A power failure has left them offline. Maybe there is no real way to climb up there. You just have to scan it. You just have to scan that terminal at a distance. Unless there's something I'm missing. Do I hear whirring noises in the background, or is that just me? Planet Norian. Though located on the fringe of the Federation, the planet Norian is of great importance. The military maintains a strong presence in the sector, and the base on Norian is often the first line of defense against enemies that operate outside of Galactic Federation space. Originally a barren orb incapable of sustaining life, a sophisticated terraforming project designed by Aurora Unit 486 has turned Norian into a hardy forest world. Fascinating. Fascinating stuff, if I do say so myself. But seriously, how the fuck do I get up there normally? Let's just obliterate the insides of this Metroid Hatcher while we're at it. Security gate is locked and cannot be damaged by weapons. Unable to access this area. What is on the other side? We will never know. Because we were not allowed there to begin with. Only Rundus was granted permission to restore Generator B. I don't even know if it's active anymore. I highly doubt it because of all the phase-on that is just clogging up the area everywhere. Clogging up the area. How did he manage to do it? I mean, it was probably not like this when he first, probably not like this, like, you know, when Rundus, like, first arrived here to, power back on the generator. But this is just, like, the after effect of the invasion. Phase-on growth exteriors appear to be invulnerable to all weapon systems. What is it with doors always locking behind you whenever you're about to fight something that... Whenever you're about to fight a boss? Oh, it's a security system to prevent it from escaping. That makes sense. Alright. Now for a, honestly forgettable mini-boss in Metroid Prime 3 Corruption that has a very interesting weakness. Metroid Hatcher, when the head's interior is damaged, its tentacles can be ripped off. On paper, it's a really good concept, but it comes off as extremely tedious because the weak spots to attack the tentacles are moving everywhere all over the place and very hard to hit normally. So, good thing there's a way to cheese them. Mutation has robbed the Metroid Hatcher of its ability to phase, but has provided it a hardened outer shell, which has identical attributes as phasite. This shell protects the creature's heart, located at the core of its head. The Hatcher's tentacles are quite dangerous. It can leech energy from any targets they connect to. However, the tentacles are also the creature's weak point. If all its tentacles are ripped from its body, it will perish. As such, it will attempt to recover energy by retracting them into its shell when they take damage. While the Hatcher's tentacles are retracted, it is unable to attack. Relying on the phase-on Metroids, it spawns from its mouth for protection. If the interior of the creature is hit while its mouth is open, it loses its strength. The Hatcher's tentacles can be ripped off if they are pulled at this time. Fascinating! Counterpoint. Oh shit, I forgot. I need the fucking Nova Beam! Ouch. Okay, fine, let's just get this over with. I don't have time to deal with this shit. You really should. There we go. Do this 4 times, and Metroid Hatcher becomes deceased. If you listen very closely to the Metroid Hatcher's sound design, occasionally it will let out a stock sound effect that you normally hear from, like, I don't know, probably like a Godzilla or some dinosaur related film. I'm falling all the way back to the bottom again. Just like old times, huh? Well, Metroid's on here to, like, make my day a living hell, and also Rundus is no longer here to save me. So I'm on my own. I'm always... Don't do that. Ouch. Oh my god. Well, I might be screwed here. Because I'm running severely low on HP right now. Fuck. Damn, I'm too late. Got it. Alright. I can't think of any creature in the Metroid universe that has to survive with all of its tentacles, but Metroid Hatcher is definitely one of those cases for some reason. I cannot live without any of my arms. I mean, yes you can. Unless your brain is somehow on the tentacles themselves. Like symbiotic relationship. One cannot exist without the other. There we go. Got it. I was really hoping I'd destroy that thing just by shooting its brains with the by just like instant killing it with the help of the X-ray visor. But I completely forgot I need the Nova Beam to do that because its body is made of phasite. Ugh. Well, that was a complete waste of time, and I wanted this episode to be finished way earlier than I wanted this episode to be finished way sooner, way sooner. It's just that way I don't have to deal with the Metroid Hatcher's bullshit. But now I just like wasted like 10 to 15 more minutes of the time just trying to get this one energy cell. That's all I came here for. I thought for sure I was gonna get myself an energy tank until I realized that that's only in the space-powered homeworld. I did get a missile expansion from one of the landing sites. And how weird is it that the security door is powered by an energy cell, which did not, you know, activate as soon as the Metroid Hatcher just popped out its ugly head, just to make this time a lot more miserable. More than what it already is. Yeah, I spent enough time inside Norian. All right, so took care of extra business, and now all that's left is to get the hell off of Norian and go back to the space pirate homeworld. Now that we have plenty of ammunition, plenty of energy. Well, not plenty of energy to restore it, and finish the rest of the mission right there. Or actually, perhaps I can like continue on with all this item collecting by doing some unfinished business at Planet Brio by scanning more of the lore and collecting some more items. And, yeah. Let me go take a look at the map real quick. Nope. Oh. Wait a second. What's this? Is that an item over there? Ah, yeah, that's right. There's an item over there. I'll get it on my own. Oh, it's on this landing site. I keep on forgetting that. Well, I will be on my way over there right now. So let me just go snag this item because it is driving me absolutely insane. BRB. Ah, yes, that's right. It is on one of the landing sites, but it was on. I just like went on the wrong one. It's on the main one. It's the second one of where we got invaded by space pirates and run to save their lives from. Alright, so get this missile expansion, and that will have to conclude the end of this episode. So in the next one, we are going to collect even more utility inside Planet Brio, and uncover the rest of the lore from there. And after when we're done with that, we're going to go back to the space pirate. We're going to go back to the space pirate homeworld, aka Planet Urtragus, and finish our mission right there. Now that we got everything that we have acquired thus far, and the next boss is going to be an absolute breeze. The way that Rundus always wanted it to be. And Gore and Gandreda. But they always like to do it more fashionably. Gore's always more head-on, and Gandreda's all about the stealth and deception. If only those traits were a lot more, if only the traits were a lot more developed later on in later on in the game. Like, imagine if there was like some sort of prequel, like a non-canonical prequel to Prime 3, of where everyone had development, like a what-if scenario. That'd be very nice. I'd play that. I really would. Just give them a chance to shine. Give everyone a chance to shine. More than what was offered only in the beginning of the game. Wishful thinking. Oh well, Prime 4 is right up our alley anyway, so examine more of what Silux is doing. And what the fuck he's doing. I don't even know if I want to find out. Well, anyway. Hope you all... Okay. That'll conclude the end of this episode of Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, the Metroid Prime Marathon Series, episode number 63. Hope to see you again in the next one, where we will collect and gather some data and left behind item expansions to carry out and deliver absolute fucking mayhem on our enemies and planet Urchagus, and continue on from there. All right. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you later. This is GBA049 signing out. Going offline. And see you next mission. Let me just remember where exactly I went here. Was it a Cliffside Air Dock or was it the Federation Outpost? Oh, it was a Federation Outpost, of course. All right. See you later.